You're leaving?
Yeah, that's right.
What, and when did you decide that?
Wow, I've been thinking about it really for a few months.
You didn't think to, discuss it with me or...
Matt, we've maybe been working together for the last, what, 2 and a bit years.
I was nearer 3.
All right, but for some time. But, well, you're not my personal advisor, son.
Well, that's what you are to me,
Well, it's flattering for you to say that, but, well,
Flattering my ass, Jim. If it wasn't for you in this job, well, I wouldn't be here. And when I say here, I don't mean having lunch break in this van.
well, you needed someone, didn't you? And I happened to be there for you, that's all.
I don't know how I'll cope without you.
Steve will pair you up with one of the other lads.
No, I don't mean that.
I know exactly what you mean.
Is it something I've said or done or not done? All that stuff about not being able to
No,
lift things anymore. That's all a joke. It's
no,
what it plays back at. That's all.
no, Matt, I'm getting too old for all this humping and bumping about. I'm knackered. Even Steve's noticed.
Was it his idea to sack you? He can't do that. You've got employment rights.
He's not sacking me. You just happen to drop it into the conversation. He's needing to reduce the wages bill a bit, and he's looking for one or two of us to take voluntary redundancy.
What? And you said you were up for it?
No, but it got me thinking. Jane's been saying for years she wanted me to slow down a bit. I can hardly get up the stairs after a day's work, let alone give her the attention she deserves.
What? You're having trouble getting your leg over you?
I don't mean that as it happens, no.
Look, I feel I can say anything to you. There's no one else I can talk to like that.
You've got Sarah.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Oh, she's your fiance. You can talk to her about anything, surely. Anyway, we can still keep in touch. You've become like the son I never had. So, well, I wouldn't want to.
The son you've never had? Are you bullshitting me?
Why would I do that?
Christ, Jim, that's bloody heartbreaking, mate.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, you were bullshitting me.
No, I meant what I said, but it was just me thinking out loud. That's all. I didn't mean to upset you, Matt.
What, on the account of the fact that I don't know who my old man is, you mean?
I definitely didn't mean that. I definitely hadn't got that in my head. I promise you.
Well, it is true, though, man. You've restored my faith in the older generation.
Oh, another reference to old age.
I'm deadly serious, mate.
Sorry.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have got this job in the first place.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, come on. Steve was looking for someone older. He was. He was just going through the motions when he said that the job centre could give me an interview. You were the one who said something about, getting a bit of young blood on the team.
And I meant it.
And you and me have been partners ever since, It wouldn't have happened, mate, without you.
That doesn't mean you can't stand on your own 2 feet.
Well, what happens now?
Whew. Well, I'll tell Steve I'm prepared to consider my options. I'll be pushing an open door as far as Jane's concerned. So it'll really come down to what he's prepared to offer. Come on, Matt. I've not gone yet. These boxes, they're not going to pack themselves, are they? Come on, what's the slogan? Pack 'em and stack 'em.
Right, but it's not the end of it. You know that, don't you?
I know that. I know that.
You okay?
Yeah, why shouldn't I be?
Well, you haven't said more than a few words since you came in, and you left half your meal.
I wasn't feeling hungry.
Well, that's a first. So, I'll repeat the question. Are you okay?
Yeah, love, I'm fine. It's just...
Oh, here we come. It's just what?
It's just I told young Matt today I was thinking about taking voluntary redundancy. And He took it rather badly.
Oh, in what way?
He seemed genuinely upset at the thought of me leaving.
Well, it's understandable, I suppose. You do seem to spend most of your time with him.
Well, he's a pleasant lad to be with. He's come on really well since he started working with me.
It's not just that, though, is it? He spends a lot of time here.
Well, he helped me put the shed up, yeah, but that's...
Oh, he did most of the digging when we landscaped the garden. It was him on the cement mixer when you did the concrete path. And then there was the...
Okay, I know, he's helped a bit. He's helped us.
I know. I'm not saying I'm not grateful for what he's done. He's a nice lad, but I think he's come to depend on you.
No. He's never asked for anything in return. I've subbed him the odd 20 quid ahead of payday a couple of times, but he's always paid me back, no messing. And he's always polite to you, isn't he?
As I said, he's a nice lad. How did the subject of your redundancy come up? You haven't spoken about it for weeks.
No. Well, Steve was dropping hints about having to let one or two of the lads go. I wouldn't want him to give Matt the elbow.
And that's why you're prepared to take redundancy, to keep Matt in work.
No, not exactly. Although what's wrong with that anyway? The youngsters need the work.
We're not exactly rolling in it, you know. Neither of us are due our state pensions for several years yet.
I know, but I don't know, I'll get a part-time job, something doesn't require too much heavy lifting. My back's really beginning to play me up.
I told you should have gone to the doctor with that.
Yeah, and she'll only give me painkillers and tell me to slow down a bit, and that's exactly what I'm planning to do.
I wonder who that can be at this time of night.
It's all right, I'll go.
Oh, Jim.
Steady on, steady on. You'll have the door off its hinge. Oh, Matt, what are you doing here? Come on.
You frightened the life out of us. Well, what's wrong?
Have you been drinking?
Had a couple of pints. What of it?
Well, how did you get here?
Well, walked.
Oh, I'm glad you weren't driving.
Yeah, well, Sarah's got the car for work, isn't she? So.
Well, what are you actually doing here?
Well, I wanted to talk with you. What's wrong with that?
Well, you could have phoned. It's getting late. We were just getting ready for bed, actually.
No, we weren't, Jim. It's all right, Matt. You're very welcome.
It's just that I got to thinking about Jim leaving and the firm, and I thought I'd get him to change his mind.
I told you, it's none of your business.
Jim, why don't you make some coffee? I'll look after Matt. Well, sit down, love.
Before you fall down, you mean?
Oh, Jim, please, go make the coffee.
All right.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come. I'll go.
No, wait, please. I'm pleased you did. It won't do Jim any harm to talk about it.
I'm going to miss him,
And he'll miss you too. Oh, he's too proud to admit it, but he will. Well, that's why I'd like to make a suggestion before he comes back. Well, just to see what you think about it.
Right.
What do you feel about starting your own business?
Doing what?
Oh, gardening and landscaping, like you did for us.
What, like work for myself? No, I don't know about that. It's a bit different for working for someone, isn't it? Getting a weekly work pay packet and that.
Yeah, well, it is, but these days you never know when a paid job's going to come to an end.
What, like Steve at the removal firm, you mean?
Well, exactly. Oh, there's no telling how long Steve's or any other business come to that is likely to last. Oh, well, this would be an opportunity for you to strike out on your own with our help.
I can't ask you and Jim for money. What little savings I've got with Sarah is for the wedding.
Well, there are organisations and funding schemes for to get capital.
Such
Well, Jim and I can help in other ways.
such you
Oh,
no
Jim can help you part-time with the business, and I'll do the books for you.
Matt Wood and Jim Greengrass. Yeah, I like it.
Wood and Greengrass is an ideal name for a gardening company, I'd say.
Do you reckon he'd want to do that?
Well, why don't you
Here we
ask
are.
him?
Coffees. Come on. Well, you know where the loo is, and read the sign. We aim to please. You aim to please.
Oh, poor lad B.
I hope he doesn't spew all over that new rug.
Won't be the first time that it will have seen a bit of excess alcohol.
It only happened the once. Forget it. It was only because someone spiked my beer,
Well, you are only 61s.
apparently. The way things are going, I'm not sure I'll reach my 70th.
Oh, stop being a misery. There's years left in you yet. Besides, you can't pop off just yet. Your services are required.
What do you mean?
Matt has a business proposal for you.
Business proposal? What does Matt know about running a business?
Well, that's why he came round. He was so excited about it. He had a few more drinks than he'd planned and ended up a bit worse for wear.
What's he suggesting?
Oh. Well, I feel better for that. Sorry to both of you. I shouldn't,
I've got so excited about your business proposition. No, we understand, don't we, Jim?
Do we?
I was just saying to Jim that you had a suggestion for a new business.
But it was you.
No, I think you should explain what you have in mind. It was your idea after all.
Come on then. What's this plan?
Well, I wondered what you would.
Come on, lad, spit it out. We haven't got all night.
Jim, give him a chance to explain.
That's what I am doing. It's just that he's not actually saying anything.
It's just that I wondered if you would like to work for with me doing gardening and landscaping.
Me? What, for you?
Yeah, well, work with me, not for me. As partners, well, business partners. That is.
Well, what do you think? I think it's a fabulous idea. And I'm happy to help do the bookkeeping and any of the day-to-day paperwork.
And Matt, this was your idea?
Yes, it was, wasn't it, Matt? That's what he wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, that's right.
So?
So what?
So what do you think about the idea? Well, you said that you wanted to do something else. Well, you can get Steve to give you one of the vans as part of your redundancy. Matt's got ideas where he can get some startup funds.
There's organisations that can help young people to get a foot on the new business ladder, so I'm told.
Oh, there indeed.
I'd heard that too.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do a bit of research on that if you'd like me to.
Yeah, thank you, Jane.
Oh, I think I'm going to enjoy my role in the new company.
I thought we could trade as Wood and Greengrass.
Not Greengrass and Wood?
Well, Matt suggested that, but I said I thought Wood and Greengrass sounded better. I bet Mr. Marks and Mr. Spencer had the same conversation, but Spencer and Marks doesn't sound quite right somehow, does it?
I suppose not. Okay, let's chat about it in the car.
Nah. Look, I can make my own way home. The walk will help clear me out.
We've got an early start in the morning with that London run. Look, I'll have a pee and then I'll drop you off back home. Oh, God, it stinks of vomit in here. You could have used the air freshener.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It's just what he needed.